Welcome to the Cougar Cast here at the Kokomo Post Sports. I'm your host, Jay Stevens, and this is the place to get all the information on what's going on inside the athletic department at IU Kokomo. And joining us for today's show, I normally say he's one of the assistant ADs at IUK, but he's borderline like a buddy / friend. I'm not really sure what to call Grant Patterson, but he is my buddy. Grant's back here today. And Grant, it's the summer, but there's some busy times for you as you're getting things ready leading up to the fall sports at IUK.
Yeah, busy time for sure. Getting back into the swing of writing articles. It had been a while. I actually enjoy it. People may think writing articles about every game, every preview and everything, it would get old, but when you're out of it for a while, man, it's fun to get back into, and we're in the middle of it now. You've seen multiple posts go out already about recruiting classes, whether it be women's volleyball, women's soccer, and you've seen 2 schedule releases with both of their schedules, and you're just only going to see more as we move on and progress throughout the summer. And keep an eye on the websites. You'll see rosters going out. You'll see those full schedules. So even if I haven't written an article about the schedule, that doesn't mean it's not on our website yet. It just means that they haven't had their turn to go out in the article yet. So plenty of information to be found on our website, iukcougars.com. And yeah, like Jay said, it's summer. Not many student athletes on campus, but we're still working hard in the athletic department.
Speaking of working hard, you've been putting articles out for numerous things like you've mentioned. One of them was the women's volleyball schedule. This may have been the one I was looking forward to the most because I wanted to see if there was a certain invitational that would be on campus this year.
Yeah.
Again, and Grant, it's back. The IUK Invitational will be happening at IUK in the fall.
Yeah, it's going to be a dynamite invitational. A little smaller. It'll be 3 matches for each team, 2 matches for IU East. But yeah, 3 matches instead of 4 this year. A little bit smaller, but the quality of opponents is still there. Maybe even better than it was. We'll take on the University of Cumberland out of Kentucky, Campbellsville University out of Kentucky, and then St. Xavier out of Illinois. So 3 quality, respectable non-conference opponents. But man, the schedule it's a gauntlet at times, especially in the non-conference. Those first 4 early season tournaments are dynamite, and we talked. We'll kick it off at Indiana Wesleyan, and that's Indiana Wesleyan's the defending national champs. Our first match of the year will be against Midland, a team who is also at the NAIA final site with us. So they were among the final 24 teams, just as we were. We lost to Indiana Wesleyan in 5 sets to go to the quarterfinals, I believe, maybe round of 16. Can't necessarily remember, but hey, it's going to be an awesome first weekend. It's going to be an awesome full season, and it's definitely going to be it's going to be a great second annual IU Kokomo Volleyball Invitational.
That schedule, I am a person that believes if you're a sports fan in Howard County, not just Kokomo, but Howard County, going to Greentown, going to Rushville, doesn't matter where you are inside the county, you deserve to look at the schedule, do it a few months early, figure out when you and your family can get to the student activities and event center to watch these talented young ladies play. Went to the national tournament last year, and I can only think Heather Hayes thinks they can make the tournament once again this year.
Yeah, so that'll kind of lead us to the recruiting class. Yeah, we lost some talented pieces to last year's squad, but we returned just as many, if not more than we lost. I would say definitely, if not more than we lost. Yeah, they were talented pieces that are gone, but a lot of freshmen played prominent roles.
Yeah.
You have a leader like Kaylee Lyons returning to anchor down the setter position. I mean, we play 2 setters, so her and Allison Richmond, they've both had 2 years to play together and on and off with each other. So that'll continue. I don't expect any lack of continuity there. Like I think we'll be dynamite in terms of a team cohesion. I think Heather Hayes and Lori Elson are as good as it gets at that type of thing. And I think it's a 6 student athlete recruiting class. I'm pretty sure 1 transfer, 5 incoming freshmen from high schools, 1 or 2 out of state. Can't remember off the top of my head, but as a whole, our volleyball program stays close to home, and that just speaks to the level of talent that there is in the state of Indiana in high school volleyball. I think it's got to be one of the best in all 50 states. So, yeah, a pretty impressive recruiting class coming in yet again, and I would imagine some of them will step in and play right away. Some of them will step in and play key roles right away. And this team, I would imagine it may take them a weekend or 2, but I expect them to pick up where they left off.
Off the top of your head, do you remember if there are any girls a part of this recruiting class that are from the county?
I believe no.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure no.
Okay. I was just curious about that because I know people watching like, is there someone local?
Yeah.
Right now, it doesn't seem like it.
We've got them all around the Indianapolis area. Like, I know we've got a Cascade High School. We've got a Southport. We've got a Greenfield Central. Then we go up north to Garrett. Yeah, so all over the state.
I'm pretty impressed with your memory to just know, like, hey, and I know I actually looked at this recently, and so I know when I'm saying this, I'm like, does he know? Does he not know? I was planning on quizzing you, but to know, like, Southport, Greenfield Central, remember, like, the schools, the areas, I'm still always getting more impressed with how your brain works.
Yeah, I'm missing one of the incoming freshmen, so I apologize to whoever that is. But then our transfer is Dana DeVera. She's been here a year. Thought about joining the team, went through some injury problems, but she's on the team this year. She's from McHenry County Community College in Illinois, and she calls Illinois home as well. So not just Indiana flavor we're adding to the program.
So was she the one that
I got the last one too, Chloe Carpenter from Pendleton. That's the last freshman. So 5 in-state, all the in-state are incoming freshmen, and then the one out-of-state is a transfer.
The one transfer, was she the one we talked about that played at the scrimmage?
Yes, she played in the scrimmage that you were at.
Okay, good deal. And then I also saw, Grant, that women's basketball had a little training camp recently. What did you witness from that?
Yeah, it's been dynamite to see when they are actually allowed to get into the gym in the summer with NAI rules and such. It's been awesome to hear just from my office, to hear the enthusiasm, the clapping, the shoes squeaking on the floor, the slapping the floor. Like, I'm a huge sports fan. So, like, what I want out of my favorite teams, like, I'm a Purdue fan. So what I want out of my Purdue teams, I want to see out of these teams. Like, no disrespect to anybody, but Purdue men's basketball has been pretty good as of late, and I think they set a pretty good example. And seeing the enthusiasm when I walked back in this morning from the bank, I walked back in and there was clapping after a turnover. It was obviously a defensive drill, and clapping after a forced turnover. It was just enthusiasm was bouncing off the walls of the gym, and it was a good feeling. It was good to see.
Grant, I know this is not what I'm about to say is not in regards to IUK, but you're a Purdue fan.
Yeah.
Zach Edey got drafted. I believe it was by the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yes, sir.
How excited were you to see him get drafted to Memphis?
Man, honestly, I thought he was going to get taken number 7 by the Trailblazers, or maybe not number 7, but I thought he was going to go to the Trailblazers. But, man, like, Desmond Bain is an Indiana boy, and I followed his whole career. He considered going to Purdue out of high school, the Richmond area, I believe, Seton Catholic. But, man, he's a stud. John Morant is a hell of a basketball player, has some things to clean up off the court, but he's an awesome player, one of my favorite players to watch in the whole NBA. And I believe Steven Adams is still their big man. So I think him and Zach Edey play a very similar game. They cannot shoot, which is fine. Zach Edey is a much better free throw shooter than Steven Adams, and they rebound the hell out of the basketball, and they can finish around the rim. That's why I think Zach Edey is going to step in and play the backup 5 right away. And I think he's going to fit in. He's used to playing with NBA talent. Heck, he's on Team Canada for the Olympics. So he's used to playing with a talented NBA roster, and I think we're going to see that from day one in Summer League. Can't wait for Summer League to start here soon just to watch my boy Zach Edey, but no doubt about it. Grizzlies are my number 2 team now.
This is the last show that Grant and I are going to do together before, not ever. Like, we're not just ending the show and cutting ties here, but it's the last show we're doing before my son is born. First child is born, will be coming up in a few days from now. Grant, I wore the hat on purpose because, I mean, just representing what's about to happen to my life here soon. But I told you, bro, I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm nervous again. I'm excited. But the next time we see each other, I might bring the little one in here so you guys can meet each other.
Heck yeah, I'm all for that. I've got a good friend of mine, our pitching coach at IU Kokomo, Justin Reed. He's got a little one. Love that little man with everything I have, and it'll be awesome. You'll have to bring little man around, little J. I might just call him LJ, even if his name doesn't begin with a J, because he's little J. So maybe that'll be my nickname.
Well, just for you, we will drop the name now. His name will start with a J. My real name is Julius Stevens. His name will be Julius Jerome Stevens the third. I'm in the second. So LJ, if you want to go that route, go ahead and do it. But guys, I really appreciate Grant for coming on the show once again. Do you have any comments you want to leave the people with?
Nothing much, but like we say all the time on this show, so many good things happening at IUK. I'm documenting all these amazing student athletes that are about to be joining us and these gauntlets of schedules that our teams will be going through in order to ensure that they're ready for postseason action in their respective seasons. So don't be afraid to check us out at iukcougars.com or on campus at the Student Activities and Events Center.
Once again, I would like to thank Grant Patterson, who is my friend, for coming on the show once again. He is one of the 2 assistant ADs at IUK. This has been the Cougar Cast. We'll see you next time.